Alright, here we are above Alaska Aviation. We are working on the Alaska Airmen's Association Super Cub raffle plane. It's a 1977 Super Cub, and we have some exciting news. So we're finished inspecting the wings and we moved them out of the shop, and we have a whole list of stuff. We'll tell you what we found on those. But Whip Air is one of our sponsors, and they are going to sponsor a gross weight increase. We're super excited about that. It's definitely worth the maybe little bit, tiny bit of added weight. So we're going to talk to the guys here. They've got the fuselage in, they ripped all the fabric off, and you are going to love what they find. So go to Dave. All right, Dave, why don't you tell us, you're done inspecting the wings. What'd you find?
We found multiple ribs that we were going to have to replace. Some repairs to the leading edges. Wingtip bows are obviously going to need replaced. A few brackets here and there.
Okay, and Univair is one of our sponsors, and so we're going to get a great big huge order put together for them.
Yeah.
And now for the fun stuff, we have a fuselage frame, and here's parts and pieces of the fabric that got ripped off. How was the fabric? How is it? It's pretty beat up, as you can see. There's lots of mold on there. It's old polyfiber fabric, kind of brittle in places. So let's go to the fun stuff and take a look at what we have going on with the fuselage. Dave, you want to explain?
You can see here we've had some water get inside the tubes and freeze. So let's split that tube wide open. Multiple spots of corrosion on this airframe. We're most likely just going to replace it instead of trying to fix this one.
And tell us about that fun thing up there.
Yeah, it's just saltwater damage, corrosion. It's set out on Kodiak for a long time. Yeah, there's another good spot right there. I can almost poke my little finger in.
Oh yeah.
It's just a lot of hidden damage up under the fabric. It's a good reason to pull the fabric off when it's due. Really look things over well. Multiple spots. Here's another one where the tube's about to come plumb off.
Now, if we had time and copious amounts of money, which we have neither of, is this something you could fix? Like, could you fix this frame with lots of welding, or is it absolutely necessary that we get a new frame? Like, is this frame salvageable, do you think?
Yeah, anything can be salvageable, but like you said, it's time and money, and sometimes the money that you put into it's not going to be worth it in the long run. And right now you're looking probably a couple hundred hours worth of work just to get this frame back in shape. So at this point I'd say it's probably cheaper to replace it.
And we do have a couple options for that coming up, which we will tell you about in our next live update. We are going to take the day off for Thanksgiving, so chances are our next live update are probably going to be on the following Monday. So this is what we've got.
Get the engine off today, get it torn down.
Nice. And this is a 0320?
Yeah,
that we have
150
here?
horse 0320 A2B. Lycoming.
Alrighty. Okay, Andrew, what do you have to say? What do you think? How's she compared to last year's Super Cub, condition-wise?
Actually in much better condition, I would say. A lot of the parts and pieces that we're finding for stuff is salvageable, and kind of clean it up, paint it, or strip it down and treat it. And yeah, I think we'll have a lot less to order this year, which would be nice, and we can get the ball rolling a little bit quicker on stuff, and yeah, overall it's looking pretty promising.
Anything on here that's really heavy that we can throw out? Make it lighter?
I think we'll save a lot of weight just by ditching all the rust and corrosion and dirt that's in it.
Have we looked to see what the original weight was on this in the logbooks yet?
I have not.
Well, that's maybe something we can do. Alright, so if you guys have an estimate on what you think this plane weighs, just leave it in the comments and we'll see who gets the closest. And we'll look it up in the logbooks and see what they had it listed as. Alright. There she is. There's our live update for today on our beautiful bird that we will have flying again here shortly. And if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments, and we'll see you guys probably on Monday.